Sometimes we just watch a deck go into overdrive. Welcome back, everybody. Like usual, you guys should tell me what you guys want to continue to see. I do have Gen Con coming up next week, so I'm going to try to find lots of cool ahead of time games that people want to see, and we are going to make sure that they are up for you guys. So continue to leave a comment down below. Today we have Mana Moon deck box for one of you by leaving a comment down below and tell me what you guys want to see, and we will be giving that away. Check the comments on the next video after this one for that winner. So today we are going to be going into Sky Striker Overdrive. This was an interesting game. This is Destiny Hero versus Sky Striker. And I gotta tell you, watching Sky Striker try to break through some of these insanely interesting boards is very, very strong, especially the Destiny Hero board. But also, you got to understand, as a Sky Striker player, not every single turn is going to be, optimized. You're going to have to do a lot of disassembling with the resources you find. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to start off. The Destiny Hero player is going to have to scale up here. And of course, they do have the Sabatiel getting them a free search. Fusion Destiny being the best possible starter that they can get here. Because who doesn't love milling down, Malicious, Denier, and Doomliege? I love getting all three of these cards into rotation just off of Doommite guy. All right, so go ahead and see the effects here. Malicious, go ahead and special summon a copy of itself. Denier, going to go ahead and pop on back here. Isn't that so good? Get the tuck back here to make sure we can keep going. Cross guy is going to go ahead and get the revive here. Now, this is Doomliege is such a broken card. On normal or special, you get to target a monster your opponent controls and banish it till the next standby phase. And then we can send a Destiny Hero monster from your deck to graveyard to add a Clock Tower Prison or the Clock Tower Prison's Dark City from your deck or graveyard to your hand, and can't special summon for the rest of the turn except for Dark Heroes, which is going to be no problem. All right, we will go ahead and see the Dark City deploying to get a free search. We'll go ahead and see the Servant coming down here, popping our city. Dark City goes ahead and triggers, gets out another Doom. Now we can go ahead and core Poly here to make DP. Cross guy is going to go ahead and send off. Now this is actually really cool. We actually do get to play a mini package with the Masked Hero stuff because Darklaw is still part of this archetype. He's a Dark Hero. So we'll go ahead and see Furnace being added. Furnace going ahead and adding Mass Change, pitching itself. We'll go ahead and see the summoning of this incredibly broken card. The fact that if summoned this way, you can activate this effect, inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent during their next standby phase is so good. It's definitely one of the more interesting effects. And then you get the once turn when your opponent activates card effect, you can fusion summon by shuffling back. Yeah, this card is bonkers. So we're going to go ahead and see the set. So we have to outplay, Doomliege is whatever. We're going to get pinged for 2k here in a second. We have a DP, this stupid good card, and then Dread Decimator to recycle back some resources. So we'll go ahead and take our 2k here, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and see Rhoda triggering. They're going to chain up the fusion summon to make, yes, that's right, you see an actual hard making of Contrast Hero Chaos. This is so good, the fact we actually get to make this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and activate Tactile. They're going to go ahead and chain. We're going to go ahead and see Linkage Chain. We're going to go ahead and chain DP. We're going to go ahead and chain Widow Anchor. The reason for this is this little guy here. If this fusion summon card is destroyed, you can target 3, summon them. And then once card destroys opponent's monster, I can draw 1. Interesting choice for the negate there, but okay, we'll go ahead and see that. All right, go ahead and summon up our Sky Striker, and then we'll go ahead and see the summoning of the 3 here. We're going to go ahead and chain the Sky Striker to pop the face down. We got the Super Poly, which is probably one of the best cards we could have got. And of course, we're going to watch this field reflood itself back out here. So good, right? We got a free DP off of this, though. So, I guess this is something for us to work with. All right, we're going to go ahead and see the chains up here. Mass Change going ahead, chaining. We see the Darklaw coming down. Go ahead and see the pop. All right, go ahead and recycle back. Then we're going to go make a Hayate here, attack directly. Very minuscule, but getting some life points. Here comes the Zeke. Going to go ahead and blink that. We're going to go ahead and activate Engage to grab Lemonus. Kagari's going to go ahead and rotate back a good card. Slam down Engage again, get a free Widow Anchor. And of course, like every Sky Striker player's ability, we drew Engage off of Engage, which just helps out so much here. So we're going to go ahead. You see Lemonus Gate, Linkage, Widow Anchor, and Crown being set here, which is actually not too terrible. All right, we will go ahead and see the adding. We're going to Shark Cannon the contrast here. We don't want to deal with that. All right. But here comes the big guy, which is going to cause some problems. And we get a pop. See the Widow Anchor here to take control, because we don't want that thing being a problem. Go ahead and see the fusion here, Dustopia. We're going to go ahead and crown it. That way it's not going to be much of a threat to us. We're going to go ahead and see Doom Guy milling down, getting a Dark City back, deploying the Dark City and triggering. We're going to go ahead and ogre that. We don't want to deal with that. Dark City will trigger to get a special. All right, we will see the Cross Crusader coming out here because they do have an arrow. DP pops on back. Go ahead and take 2100. We will get our Ray back into rotation here. DP is going to attempt. We're going to go ahead and Lemnis Gate for, holy crap, the amount of cards for 10. So this will be a shuffle back 3, which that's so free. All right, we'll go ahead and see the Ray. Rose into the Kagari for the Link Summon for the Lemnis Gate, and we are so back in this. We're going to go ahead and see a linkage here after we give back the opponent the Dreadnought. Alright, that way we can go ahead and make the 0 to climb on up. And then we see the return back. Alright, I mean, it's just passive from here, right? Attack over, get our thing here. They'll go ahead and trigger their ability to fusion summon. We get another DP on the side here. We get a Ray and Rose. We get the pop on that. Alright, we'll go ahead and see the Azalea come out to pop Mr. 14,000 attack point guy. Alright, go ahead and Kagari back. See an engage being added back. Slam down engage, add another... Really, are they really playing? Oh no, that's the one that we had still in rotation. Okay, because we Lemnis back, Lemnis Gate. All right, get our search back. We'll go ahead and make the big card. Go ahead and draw 2, dish 1. All right, here comes the Ray. Go ahead and make the good card. We'll see the DP. We're going to go ahead and ogre it. They're going to go ahead and attempt to chain. We have the Call by the Grave now to blink it out of existence. So that takes care of that problem. All right, so good. But we do have this Saboteur Karibo in our hand to get a Fusion Destiny, which, I mean, Droll, Chain, Ash Blossom, no Fusion Destiny for you. Malicious does pop on back here, mildly inconvenienced. Back comes the big guy to hit us for 2k, but it's not really going to matter because we're going to go ahead and see the chains up here. We will take 2k, but it's not going to be enough to matter. We see the summon back, pop the big guy, and then we see the concession from the opponent because they're at 1150. Holy crap. We also have game 2. I mean, like, kudos to watching this deck actually do its job. Like, Sky Striker players working in overtime here. So we'll go ahead and see Doomliege mill down. Alright, here comes the Dark City. Going ahead and adding up. The fact we have all of this advantage here. Pop that. Go ahead and get the ad. We'll go ahead and see the Fua finally here. I mean, this is probably going to be problematic for the opponent. They do get a revive, slam down the Dark City, make the big guy, go and get another draw. Go ahead and Ash, chain Fua. Ugh. I mean, you have to play into this. You don't have a choice. You have to make as much of a board as you can possibly try here to try to do things. Here comes the hard poly to make the DP. Man, this advantage is just insane. Here comes a Dark Angel. We're going to go ahead and go spell that because we don't want that coming onto our field. DP will go ahead and trigger pop. All right, and then we see the protection. Okay, so here comes Pot of Sloth. I think they're trying to hold for this engage because they know it's going to happen. But the problem is we get the revive here and then pop the up. Now we can just safely go ahead and engage. We'll go ahead and pop our card, which is fine. We'll see the chains up here. They do get Doomliege guy pulled out. Here comes the Ray. All right, we see attack talents to take control, chain linkage. I mean, who needs engage, right? When you can just take your opponent's stuff. Fallen in the Virtuous, chain DP, pop, pop. Absolutely. Battle phase 25 and 28. We do get a free engage into rotation now. Yeah, we see the concession from the opponent. Sky Striker player was working overtime. Let's pass on over to those deck lists. Honestly, I just like looking at cool deck lists, man. Seeing a cool developing Sky Striker deck, you know, we've already seen a very successful list out of the NAWCQ, but, you know, this kind of paints another alternative for things that you can do. You do know that they were citing in Pot of Sloths, which is fine. They are main decking the MST, kind of be able to search for things. You do see the Shark Cannon. You know, we no longer play the old good cards that kind of, you know, held this deck together back in the day. Also, SP is in here as well, which is kind of good. Triple of the Zero, and of course, Ecclesia and Albion. It's pretty good. There's not a lot else to really say about this list. Now, from across the table, we had Player playing the Saboteur level 10 Karibo special, and I do think that this pile is pretty crazy. Also, only 2 malicious. That's nuts. What? The fact that they got away with that. is kind of crazy, honestly. But I guess at some point you don't really need it. Also, only one mass change. We are playing all 6 Dominuses in here. Wow, that's kind of impressive. And then, of course, just the rest of the generic good stuff that you kind of expect to see with this. Absolutely awesome. Well, that is all we have for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.